You're locked into the vault with Dante Myles on fire. 716 Radio.
Bam. So we're here. We're here. I'm just gonna give a shout out to everybody that's here. How you doing, Wendy? Kevin, what's going on, Mr. Nix? Jill, how you doing? I see you. Julia Lowry. Let's see here. Who else? Just my phone is doing something weird. Jennifer Lemoy. Belinda, what's going on? I will be getting in touch with you. We got some moves to make as well. Audrey, Chet, what's going on, bro? Um, Kev, what's going on? Hey, stick in as much as you need to. Sharifa, how you doing? I think I got everybody so far, and anybody else that I haven't got, charge it to my head, not my heart. But we're here. We're here at Fire 716 Radio. This is your boy Dante Myles, aka D Belly, aka Tank, aka your city councilman. So we have a lot that has been going on lately here in the city of Niagara Falls. We have it's violent crimes has come up. You know what I'm saying? Has been something that we really need to you know really grab a hold of. And one thing that I will say, you know, we don't have no one person has all the answers. You know what I mean? I don't have all the answers. No one person, what is it? All of us are smarter than any of us. That's the truth. So it's going to take a collaborative effort. And so, yeah, we want to make sure that we connect. Let's see here. I just want to make sure that I got everybody on that I need to have on. Okay. So, um, young man, he's a 16-year-old young man. He actually just got shot and killed out in Jordan Gardens. That's tough. That's tough because our youth, man, they're leaving here in such a rapid pace. Whether they're leaving let's see, yeah, whether they're leaving after they graduate college to go, or they're leaving by some type of craziness such as a bullet or a knife, or it's not really good. How you doing, Fatima? Let's see. How can the community receive funding for events such as summer concerts and bringing back the Unity Black Experience Fest? Yeah, so what happens is usually, honestly, you have mayors and administrations and people within our local governing body that that usually supports it. Um, thank you guys, appreciate it. Because I've asked that to the current administration, even about like a community center after all of our community centers have been pretty much stripped away from us. And his response was, well, if we can find a 501c3 that's willing to wrap their arms around it and da 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 da. But the problem is this: we get funding through grants and whatnot for things that are supported by the city. So even a letter of support, um, and just city backing, saying, you know what, I'm the mayor, and me and my administration, our council, uh, we all support this initiative. So when that happens, then it shows, those funding sources. It shows them that, okay, this is something that not just people in the community wants, but it's something that uh the local governing body supports as well. So we'll put our you know we'll put our money behind this. um so I think that's probably something that needs to be taken under consideration, because I'm tired of the fingers, the pointing, the blame game, you know. So yes, like things like the Black Experience, the Black Fest and concerts and stuff. And let me just keep it 100 with you. Had to take that nice deep breath. Um, this idea that we have this, we have that, and one of the things, I'm a musician. One of the things that I heard is, oh yes, well, we have in the summertime, we have, you know, the Thunderous Thursday concerts. Right over here on Thursdays on Third, and there has not been one concert. And I guess what? I've attended a few of them. There has not been one concert here on Third Street that was, let's say, diverse.
Yes.
When it comes down to music selections.
Correct.
Good morning, Janelle. Franny, how y'all doing? So I think the thing is that we have it for who and who's engaged in it, like what part of the community is engaged in these type of concerts. So don't say, so if it's rock and country, don't say it's for the whole community, because everybody in the community does not like
rock and country. Absolutely.
I haven't seen on Third Street, and that's their prerogative, because that's their, if that's their venue and who's ever putting it up, that's their venue. But don't say that, we should just accept it because it's there.
Right.
I haven't seen one neo soul, R&B, hip hop type situation, or whatever the case is. Not even jazz. I like jazz.
No.
No funk, not even real like thick Southern soul.
Yeah.
So my thing is this. So we still don't have. So my thing is what do we do now? It's gonna take, again, the people in power should never outweigh the power of people. Mm-hmm. Gospel, amen. On a good Sunday. Yeah. When like, and we used to have those type of things, those type of yeah. Honestly, mixture of music. And Fatima, you're not lying in many cases. Do they really want us there, like the whole community there, or is it just specifically targeted towards a specific style of community?
Yeah, for sure.
Good morning, Unica. Great morning. I love this energy this morning. I love the energy. So it's a lot of different things. So it has to be a mixture. It can't be all community, but it can't be all government either.
Absolutely.
So, because sometimes I think we get that twisted and mixed up a little bit. How you doing, Felicia? Wanda, how y'all doing this morning? So it can't be just lean, like the capacity of responsibility lean towards one specific route. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we have, but the thing is I always say, the people in power. How you doing, Darlene? The people in power should never outweigh the power of people. And good morning, Veronica. So the people need to get more engaged. Again, come to city council. For me, no, it's not even just for me. In the city of Niagara Falls, that's the only space right now at this present time that you can really come and actually voice your concerns, your thoughts, your thought process to the governing body of the city of Niagara Falls. Mm-hmm. You feel me? And when is the city council meeting? The next one is on the 8th. So here's the thing. Watch this. Go to my page, the backdrop of my page, and it's on Fire 716 app as well. On both of those sites is the whole city council schedule for the year. So no one, so that's the best way to do it. Tell your friends, tell your families, your loved ones that that on the app, on the Fire 716 app, and on my personal page, the one that you're watching right now, if you go to my page and you look, you'll see my profile picture behind my profile picture. My manager at work does this. Behind the profile picture, my profile picture be here. Behind here, you'll see the whole schedule of our city council meeting for the whole year.
And if you go on to the app, the link goes directly to that page. Scroll down. You can also get the agenda in advance.
That's right, the agenda item. So, Let's see. So the mayor office must be persuaded. We need backing sponsors. The mayor co-signs and he alone releases the safe fund. No, 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 no. So here's what I'm saying when it comes down to funding and whatnot. You know, when you if the, like he like the mayor was right when it's like if it's a specific venue or something like that, and like you know, because there's things such as you know you have to have insurance, you know, and things like that, you know. So and to be able to get these grants, you have to be somewhat of a nonprofit, or you know, you have to have those things in line. So my thing is, he's right about that, but the thing is there's a level of support from our local government that can help you know push these grants through a little bit better when you have you know support from your city. But if it's like, hey, let's find something, you know, get a 501c3 and you guys make it happen, it's not our job type
Yeah,
of thing.
yeah, that's different. Yeah,
That's a different
gotcha,
vibe.
gotcha.
So for me, that's when it's time for us to come and actually express in City Hall. I try to get people involved. All I get is I don't know how things work. Here's the thing, and when you give them that, tell them that their city councilman didn't know how things work when he first got involved.
Mm-hmm.
Dante did not have a clue of how city government worked. I didn't go to city council meetings on a regular. Like let me put it this way. I was going before I got elected in 2022. Um, I had been in city council for about good 5-6 years. So so let me just make sure that bring clarity to that. Unlike many other people that run, I did frequent city. I was a normal at
Mm-hmm.
City Hall for some odd years before I actually got elected. However, before I want to say maybe like the 2016, around 2016. Excuse me. Before that time, before my first time going, because I was upset about, you know, the snowplow situation, and I went to go express my grievance to our local governing bodies. I wasn't at City Hall on the normal. I'm not gonna act like I was, I've always been engaged and involved, and no, I didn't. So it took me to actually go stand up, and it's tough. It can be a little tough, you know what I mean? Um, when it comes down to trying to get people engaged that's not
Mm-hmm.
used to it, because one, you got to get people out of their comfort zone.
For sure.
Um, and getting people out of their comfort zone in a comfortable place like do nothing Niagara, um, it can be tough. And then to get people to really express themselves in a space that's uncomfortable to them or that's the unknown. That's like, one of my mentors told me, hey, listen, say it, but make sure you say it even if you're scared. Say it scared.
Absolutely.
If you're shaking, say it shaking, but it got to come out. And then when it finally come out, you'll find yourself it'll be more easier the next time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where that's how I do it. You know what I mean? That's how I do it. And that's how I was able to become more versed at speaking. I never was a public speaker. I didn't sit and talk in front of people and have these kind of conversations and all that good stuff. Um, so yeah, we go, we listen. I have to find a way to express. Yeah, man, Phil, man, make sure you come through and express yourself when you do that. Let me put this number down here too.
Mm-hmm.
That will be 716-299.
0013.
0013. So if you guys want to call in, let me put that one with the 716. There we go. I'm gonna pin this. So yeah, you guys call in. We got about a good 15-20 minutes at tops left. I just want to make sure that if you want to call in and chat, I'm still gonna yeah, say it scared, say it shaking. Just say
Mm-hmm.
it. No, that's the biggest thing. How you doing, Vivian? Um, so it's very important to get our voices out. It's very important that we express. I always say the squeaky wheel don't always get the oil. Watch how this gem that I'm about to drop on you. Squeaky wheel don't always get the oil. It only gets oil when you squeak where oil is available. If I'm squeaking in a desert with no oil, if I'm squeaking in an area where there's no oil available, I'm going to continue to squeak no matter how loud I squeak.
Yeah.
If I squeak where the oil is, city council meeting, a lot of times is where the oil is. Now, unfortunately, the oil is there, but then it's just depending on who's representing you that's going to give it to you.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to, that's why there has to be more power in numbers, because I'm only 20%. I made that clear a long time ago. I'm only 20% of a vote there. And, you know, I've dealt with, you know, colleagues that were just rubber stamps, you know. I'll call it what it is. I mean, listen, I ain't scared. I deal with colleagues who are rubber stamps to mayor, administration, parties. For me, I'm a representative of the people. So I'm not a representative of a party. I'm not a representative of, you know, the mayor. I don't work for the mayor. I would be willing to work with the mayor if he's working with the people. But if he's not working with the people, I will not be working with the mayor. I don't do anyone's self-interest.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I want the betterment for our city. You know, I want a thriving Niagara. I mean, how is it that, you know, again, we have a natural wonder of the world that brings millions of people here, and we can't, and we're struggling with $100 million budget a year.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, my luncheon is cut short due to the unforeseen circumstances. Event space. I want everyone to know that we will be working hard to bring it back because it's life-saving information that needs to be heard. That's right, Fatima. And again, kudos. Y'all check Fatima out.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. She's doing good work too as well. She was on our last show and it was a very great show at that. Again. So yeah, so we have that. We have a how you doing, Mary? This is campaign season. Okay. I have to take another one of those.
No, listen.
Because all track records matter. I want that, like, let that sink in. All track records matter. For those people who are running this year, all track records matter. For those who your doors will be knocked, you will see palm cards. Yes, the Davis deal is dead. I'm gonna definitely yeah, they had pulled out. That was pressure too. That's because we did what? We applied pressure. We applied pressure.
Valid.
Yeah, he pulled out because he was going to get this work all the way into the end. So here's the other portion. Now, let me tell y'all what's going on. So now they're talking about finding another investor to take on that same project with the same parameters and whatnot. Now, my question is what is the process of finding these investors?
Right.
Let's talk about that. Let me park the bus there for a minute. So what is the process of who picks these investors?
Yeah.
Are they going to come and present in front of council? Does the people get a chance to see who is going to be doing business in the city that we pay taxes in? 2, what is the vetting process? Because apparently there was a zero vetting process as per the last time, because he stuck that whole that little nugget of agenda into a 40 agenda item night.
Wow.
The same night that Marsha McWilson had her presentation, and the same night that somebody presented something after Marsha McWilson. So it was easy to throw that in there, and the supporting documents. See, here's the thing. City council, it's not my job. I'm not a lawyer. That's why we have a freaking legal team.
Yeah.
They're supposed to, our legal department, along with the mayor and the administration, these people who actually put these agenda items into our agenda, it's their job to vet them.
Yeah.
It's not my job to vet them. I just see what is it. Oh, this is being proposed. Oh, so they're going to develop an area. They're going to put 1.x amount of $1 million in. This amount is going to be a short-term rental. This amount is going to be a long-term rental, and this is going to be up for sale. Actually, after they fix it, it'll be up for sale to a community member. So I'm like, okay, I don't, yeah, we only had 5 days to look through 40 agenda items anyway. I'm like, okay, well, this looks like it could be a plus if they're really trying to. And they have the money, and that's another thing. Like, so y'all didn't check to see if this man had money. I digress.
Yeah.
But yes, Mary, it is a dead deal. But I'm definitely going to be now what's going to happen is they're going to have a hard time from me with this next group or whatever it is. They're going to continuously hear me roar if they don't have, and my eyes are, especially with this deal, my eyes is going to be peeled wide open.
Yeah.
And what's going on, Doug? Yeah, I see you shortly, Brody. My eyes gonna be peeled wide open when it comes down to this, because now I thought that, between the mayor, his administration, and our corporation council, that the competency level was a little bit higher than what they exuded that day. I thought that they would do their due diligence to make sure that they vetted someone who wants to do that type of business where you're going to drop 10 to 12 homes for $50,000 altogether. One price tag. The cost of my one house, you're going to give 10 to 12 houses to someone who has shady dealings and shady business and already have. It just, I'm sorry, it just didn't make it make sense.
Make it make sense. And I think that for me, my challenge is y'all giving this to everybody else, but I haven't seen the sequence, the instructions given, or how we in the community can access this. Because if you give us how to do it, we can collaborate and do. Listen, y'all.
Absolutely.
It's 100 of us. Let's put in this much. This is the organization. This is what we can do, and be an effective unit here. We have the Niagara Falls has bad financial management, and they make decisions off of people just talking good and not vetting, not checking them, giving people property who ain't got money. So it's still that you gave it away.
It's not on the tax roll, and basically you're giving it away for pennies.
Yeah.
What's going on, Gabriel?
Kenneth, we see you, Doc. My guy Badger on.
Badge, what up, Badge? In the world of politics, sound logic, so much resistance. It's facts. This is all facts.
Yeah,
all facts. Much when you try to speak logic, you try to speak in the basic layman terms of like, yo, this is what we need. How you doing, Jasmine? This is what we need, and all we're saying is show us how to get to it.
Yeah.
Show that you care about the residents more than you do tourists. These tourists are going to be here for what, a week, if that, and then it's Niagara Falls. So let's call that what it is. You're going to be here 3 days tops. They'll spend more time in Buffalo. They're going to spend more time in Canada. That park only going to give you about a good day or so of experience, and everybody ain't trying to go blow their money at the casino.
Right.
How you doing, Beth? Let's see here. I think folks lack city government knowledge, the division of government in the city, mayor, city council, etc. I'm still confused what the city does. What Owens? Let's see here, because I'm just trying to read this. What Owens the job or division? Well, he's not in office anymore, so. Who are the people in power to get things done? Can you break it down a little? I think the North End understood the powers that be, and that there is a way to get change. Perhaps they'd be more diligent to show up and vote. But see, here's the thing. Let me tell you something about the show up and vote. That's a lot. Okay, there we go. Okay, so watch this. No longer can I accept or give passes for people saying that because you don't understand city government that you can't show up. The only way you're going to show up, only way you're going to understand it is if you show up. We perish, our city perished due to the lack of what? Knowledge. And people stay in their homes and they stay on Facebook. People stay on Instagram and all the social media. Then we go where we want to go. You're going to go to church. We're going to go to the store. We're going to go to a friend's house. If it's a party or something, I've seen people flood out these different parties and venues and things like that. You know, you're going to go to the casino. People going to go where they want to go. Oh, he's going to have to wait. People are going to go where they want to go. They're going to do what they're going to do. They're going to spend money on what they want to spend money on. Honestly, you know, if you don't vote, then you don't have a voice. Only way you can find out, see, because what happens is you have your administration, the mayor and his administration, council. That's supposed to be checks and balances. So he can't shove things in, but the problem is he has the council stacked in his favor. You feel me? So when you have a majority of a council that's pretty stacked, you can he can maneuver things the way he's maneuvering them because he knows he's gonna have his votes. Okay, so that's being said, but it's supposed to be checks and balances. You know, he brings something to the table. We need to check it out and make sure that it's legit before we vote on it. But the thing is that if he already has his majority vote, 3 out of 5, it's only 5 of us. That's why I say I'm only 20%. This is me breaking it down for you. I'm only 20%. If 3 out of the 5 already are in his pocket, or 4 out of the 5, I had that the whole last year. I'm hoping, Carly, you're gonna have to step up. I don't know if after that last get up is I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But last year was definitely 4 out of the 5. You got one person there that's standing up for you. That's why I always say I need the people.
Valid.
If he brings something and he knows he got 3 votes, he don't care what I got to say. He don't. All he needs is 3. So he brings something on agenda that may, that may not be so good for the North End, for the 4th district, for the neglected portion of our city. He's not gonna care because he's gonna get his votes. So if we get the people, see, that's the problem. Here's what the problem. That's why I say show up. The problem is that people, if you come and show up, you can see who's misrepresenting you. Because right now, he's going to be, our mayor's going to be knocking doors. He's going to be at he's going to be at these churches. He's going to be at these barbecues and at these venues and all of your, yes, you can, I promise you. What's going on, James? Chris, how y'all doing? I promise you, if you throw a ribbon cutting for a doggone worm farm,
you'll be there.
If it's a camera there, he's gonna be there. So, but my thing is this, what happens is because you're not present at these meetings to see how, like a lot of people, when I tell people that he would call special meetings and wouldn't allow the citizens to speak, to this day, people are like, really? I'm like, huh? We had a whole rally. We had a whole rally at City Hall. What's going on, Ern? Man, hold on. We got it coming fast. Let's see here. I think, let me see. Give me just a moment because I want to make sure that I'm.
You're going to get your media team.
Yeah, I know, right. I know I need a media team. Right. He said, so there's always going to be a problem in Niagara Falls if the city don't give these kids out absolutely outlets and places to go and things to do that's productive. Absolutely. You've been preaching this since the Galley administration, and now look, 3 or 4. Come on, there we go. 3 or 4 mayors later, it's all hell breaking out, but it can be fixed. This administration must attend to the kids in the city. Absolutely. I'm going to be doing a podcast about history of Fort Niagara, trying to bring the light to all of the history in our backyard. Absolutely. Staying blessed, bro. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thanks, James. I appreciate that. So true story is this. And I've been saying that we have not invested back into our youth. We've taken everything away from them, but we haven't invested anything back.
Yeah.
So when it comes down to it, like my thing is, and the issue that I have is that if you have a mayor and an administration right now that has pretty much shut the door on a vast portion of the community, and you and I'm seeing the same trickery like right now, man. I mean, like I've been this last week.
Yeah.
I had to go to the Democratic committee endorsement meeting, and I'm sitting here and I'm just like listening to people. I'm talking and I'm just like, and I had to tell them. I told the committee, I said, listen, here's the issue. I already know what it's going to look like. I know what this election cycle probably most likely will look like. I'm on this. What are we going to do from here on? Yeah. Because the true story is, and I told them, you haven't shown up. I'm talking to a whole committee. I said, you haven't shown up. I said, no one has. I said, there's not a soul in this room. Not a soul in this room, including our commissioner. There's not a soul, including our the committee chair of both committees. There's not a soul that was in that room that night that had to deal with this administration in the manner that I've had to deal with within the last year. Now, I told them that face forward. I don't hold punches. And the reason why, and I'm like, I sit here and I'm talking about it, and I really don't even want to talk about it because I keep feeling like I'm complaining.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm on this time where I'm like, instead of me keep talking about it, show up.
Yeah.
If you show up, I promise you'll see what I won't have to talk about. You can talk about it. Watch this. Ask Big Frank. Ask Trent Hamilton. Ask my mom, Geraldine Sankey, and cousin Lola, who's on here. I see you, Lola. Fatima, how y'all doing? Is that Lavander Grant? How you doing? James, how's everything? Appreciate you, sir. Chris, Mr. McKimmey. Ask those people, because these are people, Uniqua. You know what I'm saying? These are people that show up and they see, what goes on. So for me, I'm on that kind of time where it's like, instead of me talking about it, come see. It's best to come see what it is instead of me telling you about it, giving you secondhand, because it's tough. It is a tough situation. We got 4 minutes left. I basically, I was almost nauseous when I see the lies, when I see the false promises.
Yeah.
I'm seeing it again during the season, and there are people who are intentionally blind on purpose. What's going on, Antoine? Miss Davis, how y'all doing? Intentional blindness.
Yeah.
Where you don't want to know. You don't want to know the truth. I'm telling you, at city council, like people who come and see me, I have not been, I haven't changed one stripe. The same person that y'all seen 2021 when y'all seen 21 Myles out here in these streets, I'm the same person. I'm fighting for the same thing. I'm fighting for the same level of equity. I'm not trying to take away from those who have. I want to restore the have-nots. I've been saying that. That's been my campaign. But don't expect me to grind my gears. Don't expect me. See, don't show up at the end of 2024. Dante, what is the end of 2024? 2024 is the end of the third year of my term. At the end of 2024, that means 2025 will be that last year, whether you decide you're going to run or not in campaigning. If the community think that they're going to wait until my term is almost up to show up, to just try to keep me in office because I'm going to fight my face off, you can cancel Christmas and half of Easter. If you think that I'm going to run again and there's no really no community presence, no community engagement, there is no community voices, and you just like, because I'm not going to be one of these politicians. I'm not a black face. I'm not I'm not just a black face and a black representative. I represent the whole city. One. So let's like put clarity to that, because guess what? A lot of our problems ain't black and white. A lot of our problems is the haves and the have-nots. Yep. So right now, let's see, how long the city council member appointed? For 4 years. For 4 years. All right. So this one we're gonna cut short. Like I said, I have an appointment at 12. So got to make sure that I'm all squared away. But listen, y'all can keep putting in your comments and whatnot. Share this before the numbers start going down. Share, please. When you get off of this, go back to my page, share the video, share this, go to Fire 716. Make sure that you rich versus poor. You're right. Download the app. 1, 2, share this so we can have these conversations. You're probably the 20th person that told me I should run for mayor, but I just don't want to run for a position when I know that I'm needed in the space that I am right now. So, but thank you. I appreciate the vote of confidence. Definitely. I'm going to continue to fight, you know what I mean? But it's tough. It's definitely a tough situation. We got to do it together. Dante can't make change by himself. Change requires change. All right, so listen, this is your boy Dante D-Belly.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Dante.
We're signing off today. We'll catch you again next week, same time, same channel. That will be at 11 a.m. every Thursday at 11. I may, if I don't have a special guest, I think I would like to continue this conversation because there's a lot to be said. If you have questions, start today. Write them down. And possibly call in so we can kind of have a nice quick conversation so I can engage more. I'm kind of pushing it up a little bit. So we're looking, I went from 30 to like 40 minutes, but if we get more engagement like we're doing today, then we'll do a full hour set and we'll have that set up. All right. Peace and love to everybody. Make sure you enjoy the day. Don't be safe out there. I want y'all to make sure y'all safe. It's cold, icy, and all that other good stuff. So I'll holler at you guys later. Fire 716, you're listening to The Vault. Talk to you guys later next week.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Dante Myles, aka D-Belly, aka your city councilman. I'm here at Fire 716 Radio, and I'm asking you to tune in on Thursdays at 11 on our show, The Vault. We're going to be having some conversations that's super relevant, but very important. And sometimes it may be a little uncomfortable, but we're going to make sure that we get our voices out. Come tune in on Thursdays at 11 a.m. and make sure you download the Fire 716 app. See you then.
What's up, fam? It's Frank.
And Tyra. Tune in to Keeping the Fire.
Every Thursday at 6 p.m. right here on Fire 716.
What's up, everybody? It's Kier here, Inject Faith Hope Love. I am so excited to announce that you can now catch me right here on Fire 716 Radio each and every Monday for Inject Mondays at 7 p.m. So go ahead and download the app and rock out with your girl. Again, that's each and every Monday at 7 p.m. Tune in and have a good time with us.